Alright, so the camera on my phone went out, or the light on the camera on my phone went out. It got a little too hot. That Samsung 4 is designed to shut off. The backlight there, when it overheats, and the phone actually itself will shut down too if it overheats, which is pretty cool. And it'll also stop charging itself. Anyhow, so I'm just going to solder this point on here. Okay, and then jump it right over to that other point right there. There we go. So now I know that part of the circuit is completed. Same thing. I'm going to snip it off where I don't need. And now I'm going to go ahead and just snip off these ends here. I don't need them no more. Kind of use them to make sure you cover your eyes, or if you're snipping them off. Okay, I'm going to check the continuity. I want to make sure it makes it to the other part of the circuit, which it isn't, so I got a problem here somewhere. Okay, there it is. It is. There it goes. Sometimes you gotta, with the flux that builds up on the outside, you gotta kind of press on it a little to get through the circuit. There we go. Okay, so that's good. It's not shorted out on the other part of the board. That's good. That's good. Okay, that's good. Now, I don't see any other problems on this particular board. So the only problem was that one capacitor, and I'm not going to bother covering this up with any sort of protective gels or coatings of plastic or whatnot that's out there on the market. For the sole reason it has stances, little pegs here that stand off of the frame that it's going to be on, so there's nothing that's going to touch or short out the back of here. If that was the case, all of these would be coated, or a sheet of plastic would have been, a hard piece of plastic would have been on the back part of here. So I'm going to flip it over here. This is the capacitor I replaced. The other one is fine. Every other point of the board looks good, so the only other thing to do is going to be plug it back into the AC unit, let it go into, let the heat pump do its job, and once the freeze sensor senses that it's getting a little too cold, it should send the signal over to the board here to kick on the heater inside the house, which will end up telling the unit on the outside to reverse, so the Freon in there will start defrosting the ice buildup on the outside. And that's it for this one. Hope you learned something.